What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I just saw you guys. I'm in the same outfit. This has been the probably shortest span since I've made a major update video for you guys about a KVK or just had some new info to share. My last video was literally like, I don't know, 4 hours ago, maybe at this point. Yeah, just going on 4 hours, not even 4 hours. And I've got some big news about our KVK, guys. For anyone new here, my name is Fed. I'm talking about the mobile game Rise of Kingdoms. Anybody that does watch me and hasn't followed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. I really appreciate all the support. This is an exciting video about my KVK. This will be the last update video, if that gives you any hint. Stick around, check it out, and I'll let you guys know what's going on. Okay, guys. So that escalated quickly. At this point, guys, it's GG. It's pretty much over. I don't know what happened, but literally when I clicked upload on my last video, all of a sudden we just started burning everything, guys. I don't know what happens. They've got some serious monsters. 415 does. Mainly, one of their main guys is Al Kong. He's also their like leader, king, I think. And he's an absolute beast. I think he started the key. He's like our Makot, right? He started at like 350, 360, I think, in power. And he was like single-handedly defending a lot of flags by himself. There's some other major players from 415 that were absolutely monstrous. A guy named Farouk comes to mind for me. I'm sure if I went back over some of my other videos, it'd be pretty clear who was there. Oh, the Don was another really good player. Super annoying, right? Because he could defend a flag by himself, and it was really frustrating for us because he had a really decked out Xeno YSS, and he had a bunch of troops to shove in there. They had some really good high power player guys that were holding on for them for a while. But look, last time I showed you guys the map, we hadn't moved at all, basically. And now look at all this. Look at all this, guys. We burned everything. And it's such a blast. We had such a good time, and we finally won. Not technically. It's not over till the fat lady sings, like I said, but she started to kind of peep a little bit, right? We turned them all the way off the Zig. The Zig is now in our grasp. When it comes out in about, we're looking at probably about 20 hours now, maybe 19 hours now, we will have a chance to take this Zig and hold it for ourselves. So we pushed them all the way off, guys. And again, I don't know what happened. I literally clicked upload of my last video, and all of a sudden they just kind of went away, and we were just able to burn every single flag that there was, and they didn't have enough people to put in the flags. I mean, we had, I want to say, probably 20 different flags at any given time that we could have rallied, and we got to a point where we were double rallying a flag right here. Oh, like basically where Utah City is right here. We were rallying a flag just like this one, just like where this was. We had Burn It All, BIA, and Watch It Burn, WIB, that were both touching, and we just double rallied repeatedly. Every single double rally, guys, Al Kong was taking like a good 5 million power loss. Granted, he was able to heal like a little bit, but he was just stuffing this flag and taking 5 million power loss each like 10 minutes. So I don't care who you are in the game, in the world. You can have a bunch of money to spend on this, guys, but you just can't train troops that fast. Like, that takes time to build up your army like that. And at a certain point, and I'm sure this is what happened, their big players said like, hey, we're the only ones left, and there's no way we can win by ourselves. There's just no way we can do it. Yeah, guys. And then we started to get word that like, hey, it looks like they're pulling back out of Kingsland, and we kind of saw that on the map at first, but then we got word that they had basically said, hey, we're going to concede. The Lost Kingdom chat started lighting up with GG, guys. 846 is crazy. 846 is crazy. And yeah, it's pretty much game, guys. I've got my celebratory brewski here. Just wanted to come on and kind of show you what happened. So basically where it all went down first. Where am I at? Where's the Zig? Okay. So like I said, we had this one area right here, And we kind of switched strategy, guys, from how we started this KVK for how we wanted to finish it. Our initial strategy was let's spread them out, right? They've got some really, really good players, but we aren't sure if they can take a large spread like we can. So we wanted to spread them out, and we did, and that's kind of what happened. And look, the design of the map as well kind of, helped us do that. And if you want to hold Kingsland, as a kingdom all on your own, guys, like, you got to be able to spread out a little bit. It's never going to be a 4-flag thing. It's just not. You're going to have tons and tons of points that you have to be able to defend or attack to make it work. So initially we were like, all right, let's spread them out. First let's fight 916. Let's see what we can do with them. Let's see if we can push them out. Secondly, let's kind of spread them out as far as we can. And that's when we were winning. And then what happened was we had gotten to a point with them where we were starting to feel like they could defend. We hit an inflection point where like the spread was starting to close, and like we spread out as much as we could, and as we closed in, it got more and more and more difficult. So what we did was we said, okay, well, instead of like being super, instead of launching attacks from 5, 6, 7 different points at once, why don't we just maybe focus on one and make it really, really expensive at a minimum, right? They probably could have made this work if they were willing to basically zero all of their big players in a certain area. And they weren't, which was a smart move. At a certain point, you got to say, look, this is it. We're done. And just turn it off and come back to fight another day, right? There's no need to zero yourself if you can't win for it. That's one thing that I've always taken, and always like had a firm belief on in this game is like, don't kill yourself in this game. Don't zero yourself if it's for nothing. I mean, look, if you want to quit the game, you can sell your account. There's all sorts of marketplaces where you can do that now. You can just keep it. I'm sure you may want to play here and there sometimes. But if you don't need to zero yourself to quit the game if you want to, and you don't need to zero yourself if you're going to lose a war. There's plenty of other wars to happen, guys, especially for like Ark of Osiris. If you're a major player, like right now at 68.5 million for me, I'm no longer able to play in a big Ark match, right? So there's no reason to zero yourself, guys, if you can't win. However, if it does come down to that, I'm the kind of player that I will zero myself if I think it's going to make us win a match of any type, whether it's Ark, whether it's Champions of Olympia, whether it is KVK Heroic Anthem. So we made it really, really, really expensive, guys. And when we finally broke them at this specific point, we just kind of like started scouting other flags because we didn't really want to like pick up a bunch of fronts again. We had fought on like 8 major fronts basically for like 4 or 5 days straight, and it was just like, we're not doing anything, we're going nowhere. And when we finally broke them there, we started to kind of slowly like scout flags, notice like who was in them, who was garrisoning them, how many troops were there, how many cities were around those flags to reinforce. And then the first one we were like, all right, let's just try it, and we'll see if we can take the flag. We rallied that flag, guys, and in one rally with minimal reinforcements, it went down. It went down. And then we started to go, okay, this could be our moment, guys. This could be our moment. Let's start rallying a bunch of this stuff, and let's just see what happens. Maybe breaking that flag with the double rally that was being defended by Al Stani Kong was the straw that broke the camel's back. Maybe that was it. And guys, it turned out that probably was it. When we took that flag, it seemed like everything started to domino for us and against them, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, remember, I don't know if you guys watch any of my live streams or any of my previous updates. Like, we literally basically had a line where this like happy birthday sign is. If you just like right along there, we had a front line against them, and we couldn't move a flag. We couldn't burn a flag like more than one time where they would repair it, and we wouldn't push at all. I'm not kidding, guys, we played for like 5 days straight, and we couldn't push at all right there. Then all of a sudden, we got all 4 of the flags we were fighting against burning at the same time within one rally. And we were like, all right, that's awesome. This is it, guys. Huge shout out to the leadership in 846. Huge shout out to our allies in 862 in this one. We couldn't have done it without them, no way. They played an absolutely amazing role and did a great job at what their part was in this KVK, guys. Look, everybody's saying 846, this activity is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah, we're crazy. All right, we're psycho. But hey, 62 was there. They were there with us the whole time. They fought with us every single day to get this battle won. So huge shout out to them as well. And again, everybody in the kingdom as well in 846, every alliance leader, everybody that brought troops and slaughtered them on the field. Huge honor to play with you guys. I've had such a good time in this KVK. By far the best KVK that I've been in. And because of that, my last shout out is to both of our major enemies, the Fire Camp and the Wind Camp. It was a battle, guys. Look, somebody has to win. You know, and it would not have been even remotely as fun as this was if you guys didn't put up such a serious fight against us. So big thanks to everybody involved in this. You know, look, somebody's got to win. And look, we basically played this game, you know, every day for a week to beat these guys. And that's what it took. That's the kind of kingdom we have, guys. And I'm so proud of everybody in 846 and 862 as well for the dedication that we showed over the last week or so fighting and trying to win this Kingsland. By far the biggest fights I've ever been in, guys. By far the most fun I've ever had in a KVK before. You know, bittersweet on Lilith. They did a great job with this map. They did a great job with matchmaking, except for Water Camp, obviously. But this was a blast. I had such a good time. I cannot wait for the next KVK. That is my final update video for this KVK, guys. Every video coming out from here on out will be actual fighting footage. You don't have to just watch me scroll around the map and listen to me talk any longer. We've got a bunch of stuff still to come, guys. Double rallying passes, whether it's held by an enemy or held by the initial pass opening. So double rallying passes. We've got double rallies on flags, double rallies on cities, city rallies, the whole nine, guys. We've got it all. Intense garrisons. We've got all that stuff. I've got still 20 hours of footage that I got to go through and make videos for. So this is my last update, guys. It looks like we have secured Kingsland. It is ours. We got this. We got a little more work to do, but it's looking good, and we're burning our way right to everybody's passes. So that's my final update for this KVK, guys. I've had an absolute good time. Drop a comment below if you guys watched along the way and how you think we did as a kingdom, and how you think our enemies did. Like I said, guys, it wouldn't have been nearly as much fun if they didn't put up the fight that they did. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Like this video if you enjoyed this journey through KVK. I will have a ton, like I said, guys, of more content coming out of the actual fighting. And don't forget to subscribe, because if you do, you're going to know when I go live, and we'll be talking about this stuff over and over and over. I'll be spinning the wheel. I'll be drinking some whiskey. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys, and we will be hanging out a lot more in the future when I have more content for you. And until then, guys, have a great night. Later.